Hey YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, again, out in the cold. Today is Saturday. It is, I think it's January 7th or 8th, I don't even know. But the article's from January 7th. Someone sent this to me. They're really excited with this article. They want me to read it on the channel. So, it's what we talked about in the last show. And this is hot buzz in the news with the housing market. The housing market is big hot buzz everywhere, man. Any English-speaking country you go to, it's like, why the price of houses for millionaires only? And it's like, this wasn't like this, you know. I was telling a friend of mine, I was telling her that you could buy houses in Arizona for like 100 grand. She's like, no, you can't. I went to MLS.com, clicked Arizona, 60 to 100,000, and she's like, oh my god. And these are like decent homes, 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. Some of them have pools, and it's like, yeah. People don't believe that. Like, people believe that being in this bubble, they don't know what's outside the bubble, and they don't understand that homes are not a commodity, except here or in certain places where the markets are hot. Homes become commodities, and then the locals living there just don't have anywhere to go anymore, right? Anyways, and that's the talk everywhere. Is the talk I get everywhere that I hear everyone is just the housing market. You don't hear people talking about hot rods. You don't hear people talking about souping up cars, girls. You don't hear nothing. All you hear about is housing prices. Anyways, let's get to it. Foreign buyers of BC real estate now looking for cheaper properties. Published on January 7, 2017. There has been a slow uptick in the number of foreign buyers investing in Metro Vancouver real estate, but it's still drastically down following the August introduction of the BC government's foreign tax, according to the latest Minister of Finance figures. Property transfer tax data for November showed that 4.1% of all residential transactions in the region that month involved foreign buyers. Up from 3% in October. Immediately after 15% tax was introduced, less than 1% of real estate transactions involved foreign buyers. Less than 1%. But the 2014 transaction involving foreign buyers in November were just a transaction of 1,974 that Metro Vancouver saw in the 7 weeks before the tax came into effect. According to Andrei Pavlov, who specializes in real estate finance at Simon Fraser University, that's strong evidence that the tax is having its intended effect on the market. There's a huge drop, Pavlov says. There may be some seasonal variation like there normally would be on all transactions, but the drop is so significant that it could possibly be explained as a seasonal. It cannot be possibly explained as a seasonal variation. Foreign buyers seem to be shying away from the luxury market, in particular province-wide. Just 8 properties valued under $3 million were purchased by non-nationals in November, down by 95 in July. The under $1 million market was far busier than the 304 purchased in the same month. In all, foreign nationalists bought $295.8 million worth of residential property in BC in November, and that's $3.5 billion in the 6 months beginning of June. This is a really good article. I'll leave a link below so you guys can follow it. You guys can read it. Okay. The month marked the province's first efforts at tracking foreign purchasers, so there's no data from previous years to compare with the 2016 numbers. That makes it difficult to draw any conclusions about the impact of the tax, according to Pavlov. We're not going to have apples-to-apples comparisons until next June, he said. It's just around the corner, a few months down the road. What is clear is that the tax is producing significant revenues, which the province has promised to reinvest in affordable housing projects in the first 4 months of the new levy. The province brought in more than $49 million extra revenue from foreign buyers. About half of that, $24 million, was in November alone. In all, the government's projects, about $2 billion in property transfer taxes, will be paid in 2016-2017 fiscal year, up from $1.5 billion last year. The latest data shows that overall decrease in the total number of property transfers between June and November, a decline about 42% in residential market. Real estate sales do tend to slow down in the fall and winter, and the province could provide no numbers for previous years to compare with this slump. However, Pavlov believes there's evidence of significant downward trend, something he attributes in part of the federal policy measures, like tougher mortgage quality requirements. So it's a really good article. Recommend everyone to give it a read if they can, to get some time. But it's really important that you guys understand the government is putting measures into place. But one thing that's on a lot of people's mind is the local, the provincial, I think it's provincial. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. The provincial and the city mayor, I think they're up for re-election come March or April of this 2017. So they might have let's scrap the foreign buyers tax is not working type of thing in their writing. And I don't know. I don't know what will come of that. I don't know. I just feel that. Like I could feel somebody or a party using that as one of their platforms to get elected into government. So I don't know. I'm just feeling that out. Let me know what you guys think. There's another article here. This one's a bit shorter. And it says, BC property data shows sharp decline in foreign investment after tax. And Victoria government data released Friday show a steep drop in real estate transactions in Vancouver area after British Columbia introduced a tax to foreign buyers last summer. Tax revenues from property transfer in Vancouver indicate there were almost 15,000 transactions in about 7-week period ending August 1st, but the number declined to about 4,700 in October. The 15% tax went into effect August 2nd. The number of foreign buyers fell from 1,970 from period of August 1st to 60 in the rest of August and November. 200 property transfers involved foreigners. So it's going into the same story that I read there. It's another little one. So anyways, I'm going to keep you guys up to date on this. Any good stories, please send me a link. I would much appreciate it. I would, read it out and maybe give my point of view of what I feel about it, and you guys can comment below, and we could engage in really good constructive conversation. And I'm just feeling this. How do you feel? I'm feeling somebody. I could easily see someone going for provincial, running for government in the provincial level, and premier. Is it a premier? No, that's prime minister. Yeah, the premier of BC and the premier of Ontario. The premier. Sorry, guys. I haven't been in school in so many years. One of the premiers running platform would be like, let's scrap that foreign tax. It's not working. Let's scrap this. Let's scrap that. And let's put more money into snow removal for next year so we don't have the same disaster. Like things like that, and then they'll slip in that, let's scrap that foreign tax and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just feeling this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm a guy that goes by gut feelings on things, and I've been alive long enough to kind of see the patterns on how they work, and that's why I did really well in a lot of stock markets, investing in stock markets and stuff, and investing in currencies here and there, once in precious metals. I did well because I could see the patterns on how. There's always patterns that you follow in the markets. Like oil goes down, gold goes up. For example, the marijuana stock. If you guys follow me on the marijuana stock, that thing blew up. I sold it I ended up selling it at double the price I bought it. But I should have sold earlier. I would have got a bigger, fatter return. But it's okay. It's okay. I had my business had a really good Christmas, so I'm fine. But I'm just saying, patterns. Seeing patterns. It's all about seeing patterns and watching the housing crisis and watching the trend in the housing market across the board. At least BC, Vancouver, is actually doing something by putting in taxes and implementing vacant tax laws. At least BC is going out there to make things right. At least, you see, Australia, they're screwed. I know parts of Ireland are screwed. New Zealand, there's people sleeping in garages in New Zealand because they can't find a place to live. So It's getting so bad. Silicon Valley, too, in those areas, especially where they employ lots of people in the tech industry, they can't find a place to live. You know? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, BC is, like, too little, too late. I mean, they should have done this 10 years ago. When ISIS knew that, when there was gangs buying up the markets here and stuff, they should have, really got into this, like, 10 years ago. But no one did, okay? And no one took, I guess, the threat as serious as they thought it was going to become now. And now, the Prime Minister, he adopted this housing bubble. He adopted this from the last government, right? So they're doing their best. I have faith. I have faith in hopefully the system could fix things. They got to be fixed. If it's broke, it's got to be fixed sometime, somehow, somewhere. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think and comment below. Bye.